This question must have come to you, that why practicing spirituality is so compulsory, as to what benefits a person can anyway obtain by practicing spirituality. Hi, my name is Jaitirth Charandas. I am a monk in ISKCON as well as a life coach and a public speaker. Over the changing times, the damage done by unscrupulous people on the image of spirituality has been such that even the people of India, Bharatvarsha, have really begun to feel such strongly that spirituality is dogmatic. But is it really so? Let's see the practical benefits of spirituality in our everyday life. First, acquiring divine assets and freedom from demoniac nature. I don't care who thinks what about me. Enjoy, eat, drink and be merry. Who cares whether others have to cry or get fried, as long as I get things my way. But with spirituality, my actions now will create my good or bad future. Let me learn to love all living beings as God's children. I should give up all my negative qualities like arrogance, lying, yelling and hurting others for my good, and instead help give others peace of mind. Second, freedom from lamentation, illusion and fear. Alas, this is the fourth time that I am failing in my mathematics paper. Now I am finished. I am hopeless. I don't think that I will ever be able to clear this subject. And my father will never allow me to give up my studies. Now what to do? Better hang myself and commit suicide. But with spirituality, I got fail marks in my mathematics paper. I need to take someone's help to clear it next time. Maybe I will go to Arvind, who is smart in mathematics. He can help me. Third, universal brotherhood. What divides us? Whites versus blacks, Indians versus Pakistanis, Hindus versus Muslims, literate versus educated, beautiful versus ugly, rich versus poor. Only bodily identification. But with spirituality, your forefathers, say Hitler, killed my forefathers, say Jews. But fortunately, I have no enmity with you, because I know by the grace of Bhagavad Gita that we are not the superficial bodies but spirit souls, like the driver is different from the car. Number 4, positive outlook and attitude in life. Everybody is selfish. Just see how he is not cooperating with me. I feel lonely and concerned. I think I also should learn how to become selfish, arrogant and harsh to survive and grow in life, and then I will show to others who I am. But with spirituality, instead of blaming my friend for not being cooperative, let me learn to help him and be more kind and courteous with him. Then hopefully he will change. Unless I set a good example, what's the point demanding the same from others? Number 5 now. Meditation for peace, happiness and prosperity. I am black, short, ugly. Will anybody look at me? I hardly get a good rank. I have no talent in sports. I come from a poor family. I don't know whether I will earn my degree and pass from this college. Life just doesn't seem worth living, because I am not like any of the great heroes. But with spirituality, I am not this body. I am pure soul, a child of God, originally pure and with abundant potential. My heart is full of love, joy, serenity and compassion for others. My defects are all superficial to the soul. I will chant and bring out my true nature, and I can completely get rid of my defects. Number 6, right use of resources. I have put $100 million in my Swiss bank account that even my son cannot touch my money. Now I may be behind bars or moving in the cars. I have no worry. It's all my money. But with spirituality, look at the cows. They are suffering without food. Let me arrange some grass for her. Every living being is a child of God and they deserve to live. If only I can preach to a few rich men of my country and convince them that all the wealth and resources belong to God and should be shared amongst all His creatures, then there will be no poverty in our country. And that's not all. In the concluding chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, there is a verse. Nashta moha smritir labdva tvat prasadat maya achyutah sthito asmin gata sandeh karishye vachanam tava. Translation. Arjun said, "My dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt and am prepared to act according to your instructions." This verse clearly states 5 more benefits by practicing spirituality. First, clarity between what is right and what is wrong. Second, regaining the lost goodness within. Third, established in truth. Fourth, free from all doubts in life. And fifth, prepared to act on the path of righteousness no matter what. And one more shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam 3:31-33. Satyam shaucham daya maunam buddhi shrir hrir yashah kshama shamodamo bhagascheti yat sangadyati sankshayam. Translation. He becomes devoid of truthfulness, cleanliness, mercy, gravity, spiritual intelligence, shyness, austerity, fame, forgiveness, control of the mind, control of the senses, fortune, and all such opportunities. And what to speak of secondary benefits while practicing spirituality? In persona of many spiritual entities, innumerable traits have been witnessed from generations to generations, like concentration, willpower, tough and strong in challenges, no distractions, and also leadership skills like communication, integrity, accountability, empathy, humility, resilience, vision, influence, delegation, positivity, and what not. So, could you count how many benefits I just mentioned in the video? So what are you waiting for? Please accept spirituality and practice wholeheartedly in your life. Hare Krishna. If you want more content like these, please subscribe to our Telegram channel. The link you will find in the description. Thanks for watching.